Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are diving deep into the types of artificial intelligence. AI has evolved dramatically over the years, and with terms like narrow AI, theory of mind, and superintelligence thrown around, it can get confusing. So, in this video, we will break down the types of AI into two main categories, that is, functionality and capability. We'll explore each one to understand how AI systems are structured and what they are designed to achieve. But first, what exactly is AI? Simply put, artificial intelligence or AI is a branch of computer science focused on creating machines that can mimic human intelligence. This includes tasks like recognizing speech, solving problems, learning from experiences, and even understanding languages. AI systems are designed to analyze data, identify patterns, and make decisions, often faster and more accurately than humans. Now that we know what AI is, let's explore the different types of AI. AI can be categorized in two major ways, based on functionality and based on capability. Each category represents different levels of complexity and purpose in how AI systems operate. Let's break down these categories. Types of AI based on functionality. AI systems can be classified by functionality based on how they operate and respond to their environment. Here are the four main types of it. First, reactive machines. Second, limited memory. Third, theory of mind. The simplest type of AI is known as reactive machines. These systems are designed purely for specific tasks based on direct inputs. They react to the present moment but don't store any information from past experiences. Essentially, reactive machines follow rules or algorithms programmed into them without learning from or remembering previous actions. A great example of this is IBM's Deep Blue, the chess computer that defeated world champion Garry Kasparov in 1997. Deep Blue analyzed the chessboard and calculated moves based on programming and current game data, but it couldn't learn from previous games. It simply reacted to each move on the chessboard without retaining any history. Next, we have limited memory AI. These systems can store information temporarily, which helps them improve decisions over time based on recent data. They have short term memory but no long term storage, meaning they don't retain knowledge beyond the current situation. It considers recent informations or events and learns for a short period, but it doesn't keep that memory indefinitely. Self-driving cars are a practical example of limited memory AI. These cars uses sensors to detect other vehicles, pedestrians, and road signals. By temporarily storing these data, the AI can make safe driving decisions, adjusting as the environment changes. However, once the car reaches its destination, the AI doesn't retain this information. Moving up in complexity, we have theory of mind AI. It is still in development. This type of AI would not only store and use information from previous interactions but also understand human emotions, non-verbal signals, and intentions. Imagine interacting with an AI that could detect whether you are happy, stressed, or annoyed, and then respond in a way that's appropriate. For example, a customer service AI could recognize frustration in a customer's tone and respond with empathy. While we are making progress in emotional recognition, theory of mind AI is still largely theoretical. Developing it would require significant advance in social cognition and emotional intelligence modeling, which are complex for machines to replicate. Finally, the most advanced form is self-aware AI, so far entirely theoretical form of artificial intelligence. Self-aware AI would be similar to humans in that it would have consciousness, awareness, and the ability to understand its own existence and place in the world. However, achieving self-aware AI would require a fundamental understanding of consciousness itself, which is something we have yet to figure out. Currently, self-aware AI exists only in science fiction, depicted as robots with personalities and emotions like in movies. True self-aware AI remains a distant and controversial concept. Now let's look at the classification of AI by capability. This categorization is based on how powerful and versatile an AI system is. Here are the three main types. First, narrow AI. Second, general AI. Third, artificial superintelligence. When we look at AI based on capability, we start with the most common form today, narrow AI, also known as weak AI. Narrow AI is highly specialized and designed to perform a specific task very well. It's limited to a single domain or area and lacks the generalization ability to handle tasks outside of that field. Most AI systems we interact with daily are narrow AI. Think of voice assistants like Siri or Alexa, image recognition in social media, and language translation in Google Translate. Each of these systems can perform its designated task very effectively, but is not capable of thinking or functioning outside that task. For instance, Siri can't drive a car or translate languages unless specially programmed for those functions. Next, we have general AI or strong AI. This type of AI would be as intelligent as humans and capable of performing a wide variety of tasks across different domains. It would have the ability to learn, understand, and apply knowledge across a variety of fields without needing specialized training for each one. In theory, general AI could work in multiple fields like medicine, art, engineering without any additional programming. Imagine an AI that could learn new skills on its own without being limited to specific tasks. While this is a major research goal, true general AI doesn't exist yet. Lastly, we have artificial superintelligence, also known as ASI, which represents an AI that surpasses human intelligence in every domain, from scientific discovery to social understanding and creativity. ASI would not only be able to perform all tasks a human can, but also exceed human capabilities, leading to potential breakthroughs in fields like medicine, engineering, and even philosophy. Imagine an ASI that could tackle complex challenges like climate change, disease eradication, and space exploration. However, ASI also raises serious ethical concerns as it might become uncontrollable if it surpasses human intelligence. It's a topic of intense debate and for now remains purely theoretical. So, to recap, AI is categorized by functionality and capability. Based on functionality, we have reactive machines, limited memory AI, theory of mind, and self aware AI, each with increasing complexity and adaptability. By capability, AI is divided into narrow AI, general AI, and artificial superintelligence, progressing from single task specialization to the potential for superhuman intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, do like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments which type of AI interests you the most or concerns you about the future. AI is transforming the world and it's exciting to see where it's headed. Stay curious and we'll see you in the next video.